What's up, guys? I am here today because this is my YouTube channel. Why wouldn't I be here? I am so corny. I am here today to do a little Q&A. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I know you guys had a lot of questions, so we're just gonna go right in. Let's go. So I said a koala, but she's also not lazy, but she does this thing where if you're like sitting on a couch, she'll like go like this and get in the middle and like curl up next to you and just like cuddles. So I think she would be a koala or like a lemur. She's like, ah. I don't know what that was. I loved hosting the games, and I hosted I think the camo one when we were like throwing paint at all the guys, and I just love that energy and being able to be yourself while you're a host. So I think that would be so fun, and to see all the new Islanders and get to meet them before everyone else, that'd be awesome. I think that the only thing is that you have to take into consideration is that we were living in a house together 24/7. So of course little tiffs and, you know, little fights happen, but you're again living 24/7 with someone, so you kind of make up quickly, and if you don't get over it, then you're just kind of bogged down by it, and it's not fun to be there when you're like that. So everyone tended to just get over stuff really, really quickly. I can't say that. How do you do this and not be shady? It is really weird, but I love it. I love when everyone comes up and says hi, because everyone is so nice and they're just like, I love you on the show. So it's really nice to see that people watch the show, and because we were like really nervous that no one was watching it. We were like, oh my God. So it's exciting, and I love meeting new people. I love talking to new people. Like, I will never not be nice to someone who comes up to me, because that's just, you took time out of your day to come say hi, which is more than I could ever ask for. I just love you guys. You guys are the cutest people. You are so sweet and so nice, and so I really do love it. You guys are amazing. There is an Islander group chat. We talk in it a lot, and it's interesting, and there's memes, and there's an Islander group chat. We also have like subgroup chats with all the girls, so yeah, there's always something going on. I feel like some people have answered this, but we could only take pictures and text each other, and most of the times the text wouldn't even go through because the Wi-Fi was so weak. So we really only took pictures all of the time, and when we had our phones, so I would always forget to carry my phone around just because we were so unattached to them. So yeah, really the only thing we did do was take pictures, because whenever someone would send a text, if it did end up going through, it would make the same sound that the text noise from the producer would make. So everyone would be like, oh my God, we got a text. And then I'd be like, sorry, it's just Yemen texting me poop. Like, so that was, yeah, we didn't really ever text each other. Okay, I think I forgot to say this on my secrets thing, and I thought it was so funny, was in the middle of the night, we would get our mic packs changed out because we would have to wake up and put them back on. And we would get our phones in the middle of the night too, so we had them when we woke up. And we would wake up to people coming in and changing out our mics, but they had these huge headlights on their face. So I would wake up and be like, oh my God. For the first couple of nights, I was so freaked out. And it was never silent enough where you wouldn't hear it, and I would die every time. I'd be like, oh my God. So that was kind of one of the weirdest things. I think this is actually a very important question, and the way that I started to explain to people, the way that it feels is, picture when you go on Christmas break, or, you know, you're off for a couple of weeks and you're celebrating with your friends and family and all that kind of stuff. You're kind of detached from work, the real world, everything. I say that it's like that, but picture that for about 2.5 months. And then you get thrown back into the real world. And it's definitely an interesting thing to go through. And there's only a select amount of people that really know how it feels. So it's nice to have all of the other islanders to talk to about things that feel weird, or you can't get used to this again. It's just, it is very interesting going back into the real world, I will say that. I see Kira probably the most, and Elizabeth I don't see as much because she lives on the opposite side of the country right now, but we are looking at apartments, so we're moving in together, so I'll see her probably every day. And I see Caro, I see Yaman a lot. We do see each other, it's just the whole different states thing is kind of a little tough. But yeah, we all still talk. We are really close. I have my best friends from it, obviously. Yes, that is the entire reason that I went on Love Island. And I think that's really important for people to know, that most of us that went on were really genuinely there looking for someone to be our person or spend the rest of our life with. I know it sounds so ridiculous that you think that about a reality show, but it was a new experience, and it was something that if it did work out, it would be insane, and it's just so out of the ordinary to happen, and I think that's why we were all so hopeful. This is something that I really tried to work on in the past few years, only because I found myself getting really upset about things that I couldn't change. And I started to learn that reacting to something that you can't change, or the way someone acts, is a waste of energy, and there is no reason for it. And if it really doesn't affect your life in any way for more than maybe a day, I have learned to kind of let it go, look on the bright side, and look at all of the reasons why it happened. So I ate this every day when I was in sequester, and it was the Kokoda. It's kind of like a ceviche in a way, but it is so good, and it's so light, and the fish was like really great down there, so it was amazing. I loved that. I think the one thing that maybe I would change is going into the villa the very first week. I was extremely freaked out and shy, which is normally not me, and I kind of stood back and didn't really go for anything or like go to talk to anyone. I kind of waited. So I think that's one thing I would change, just because it was such an unnatural situation that I just felt like I didn't belong, and I felt like everyone else was doing so well or just getting to know each other, and I was kind of just like, oh my god, why am I here? Like, what's going on? So maybe I think that might be one thing that I would do differently in the beginning. Something that I always struggled with was really putting my feelings into actual speaking words. I am very good at writing down how I feel, but when it comes to talking about them, it's not my best quality. I think that that was something that was really hard for me, just because I had always put on a front about something that I always used to do was just pretend that I really didn't care. And I remember I was talking to a guy probably like a little bit before Love Island, and he called me out on it. And he really did say, you know, I see right through you. Like, you say you don't care, but I know that you care. Like, you care so much. And it's something that he kind of made me realize that I need to actually take accountability for my feelings and not so much pretend that nothing really bothers me. Elizabeth and I have such a good friendship. We became a lot closer after the villa too. I talk to her probably every single day, and we just have a lot of fun together. She gives the best advice, and yeah, I love her. We're actually looking for places right now because she's moving to LA, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait for her to get here, so hurry up. I am 5'6" on a good day. I am a crazy Gemini. Can't wait for Gemini season. We're insane. Honestly, no, and not in the way that it sounds. It's more on the other side. If a guy is making moves and going after someone that is not me, why would I want to be with him anyway? So that's great. He can go do that and I'll find someone 100 times better. So I just want to very quickly address the elephant in the room, since pretty much every other question I'm getting from you guys is about me and Dylan and details on why we broke up. And I don't want you guys to think that I am avoiding the question or ignoring it at all. I just don't know if I'm ready to give those details. So I don't want to not acknowledge those questions that you guys sent in, just because you have been so supportive since the beginning. And I know you guys really wanted our relationship to work. And just know that I really wanted it to work too. Thank you guys so much for being so invested. I never thought that anyone would really care. But for now, I will just say to you guys that love's a bitch.